have something cool to show you, and you probably, some of you who've been paying attention probably know what it is. So I'm going to show you, I'm going to switch the camera around, I'm going to show you what's on my desk. This is on my desk. Can anyone see what it is? Hey there, Emma, how are you? I hope you're well. Who wants to guess what that is? Woohoo! It's a very exciting box. Anyone know? I'm just going to open it anyway. I hope everyone is well today. I'm just popping in here to do, as you can see, a little bit of a disaster at the start. But hey, we're going to pick up where we left off, and it's not going to be a disaster all the way through. So I'm actually going to put this in the holder, and we are going to see what's in the box. What's in the box? All right, I'm going to line this up. That's much better than earlier. Can you see in the box okay? Can we see in there? Hey, all the way from Colorado. How exciting. All right, I'm going to open my box because this is something, and this box has arrived. This is something that only demonstrators can get this month, but next month it's available to everyone. So I'm excited because I can share it with you and start using it and get to know it really well. And then next month when you guys want to order or you have questions, and even if you have some questions now, maybe we can work it out together. So this is the very new Stampin' Cut and Emboss machine. So this is a little pack of all the plates and bits and pieces at the top. I won't go through these yet. I'm just going to open them up. All right, so we have been waiting so long for this machine, and I have been particularly desperate for it because, for lots of reasons, but the most important one is because my Big Shot, I have two Big Shots, and one of them has been dead for quite a few months, and the other one is on its way out and not even cutting well, not even embossing well, and I've been using other people's machines, borrowing here and there, going to people's houses to cut out things. It's just not the way that a demonstrator should have to work. So I'm really excited to get this machine. So this is like a little pack of plates that go with the machine. What is really cool about these plates, and I hope you can see this, there's numbers on them. So it's actually really easy to see which plate you're working with. There's little bits of tissue paper in between the perspex there. So we have the base plate is plate number 1, the base platform, and then we have 2. And it tells you on each one what they are, which is great. But the best place to find out what each of these bits and pieces is for, there is a little bit of a quick start guide, but the best place to actually see what everything is for is in the catalogue, because in the catalogue it explains, I think it's a page, I remember, it's 172, page 172, and that tells you what each plate does. Okay, so here they are lined up here. And there's some that we don't have yet, like the magnetic cutting plate and so forth. Over on the right hand side, we've got the mini plates for the new mini machine. That's not available yet, but they have told us it will be available before the end of the year. So that's really exciting. I'm hoping to hear something about that soon, because it's already August and we're fast running out of year. It's amazing, really. 2020 is on its way out, and I don't think there's too many people that are going to be really sad about that. So yeah, so these are the insides, all the plates and platforms, and then we have the actual machine itself. Now, if you haven't seen this around the traps already, because I know a few people are starting to open them up, it's so pretty. It's really, really lovely. Okay, it's a good weight. I was worried about that. I was worried that it might be flimsy or lightweight, but it's kind of like the Big Shot. It's a similar kind of weight to that. And down in the bottom here, we have the handle, which is separate. And there's a little screw and a little Allen key that helps with that. So let's get rid of our box. Now, I've heard from a couple of people that, where do I open it? This end is open, of course. The other end, than the one I tried to open, is the opening end. Oh, it's nice. Look. Look! Isn't that pretty? So nice. Yeah, really good weight. Does not feel like a lightweight machine at all. All right. First impressions of this. Well, I like white and silver. to start with. That's really nice with the Stampin' Up logo. This is the Stampin' Up design, this machine. There are other machines out there as well, of course, but this is in particular the one that was designed by Stampin' Up. They did tell us that the inner workings are not their own design, but the actual outside is their design. So so that's pretty cool. And it does mean you can't get it anywhere else other than from a Stampin' Up demonstrator. So this is where the handle will go. So let me grab that. And let's see how easy it is or not to put on. Because we want easy, right? In its little baggie. And I have a little plug as well as a screw. Alright, so okay, so I can see there's a flat edge on one side, so that will have to line up with the flat edge here for it to go on. Need to put it right. How does it go? Like that. There you go. And then we have our little screw, and there's a washer as well. And a little Allen key, which is handy, so I haven't got to go looking for one. So I'll put the screw onto the washer onto the screw, and I'm going to pop that in and get it started with my finger. Starting it with the Allen key. Just need to make sure it goes in properly, I see. And then I'm going to use my Allen key on there. Who's handy with an Allen key? It's not going in yet. Why not? So you can really see I am brand new at this. I haven't done this before. I wonder if I'm going the wrong way. Yeah, I was going the wrong way. It goes, of course it does, the other way. Huh. So yeah, I'm a novice. No one can probably do a worse beginning than me. But that's okay. And then once you've got it in, there's a little plug to cover it up the screw. So I want to try and get it in as well as I can. So it's actually, yep, it's tightening up now. And then I'm going to put that little plug in. So it's flush with that. I want to show you. Okay, so I've got the little plug in there. You can't see the screw anymore. There it is. Right. I'm going to put it this way, because then the next step, oh, just to bear in mind, there are some little rubber feet here. Now these are supposed to grip onto the table, and when you put the sides down, it's also meant to give you a bit of suction. I have heard some people saying that for some, not all, but some of these machines, they became a little bit slick in the manufacturing, and if they are a bit slick, you may need to give them a bit of a rub to rub off the any slippery sort of shiny surface. So I'm just going to give them a little bit of rub, maybe rub them with my, yeah, so that they're not shiny. Just using my jacket, because, you know, why not? That's what's handy. And it was one of my teammates, Melinda, who told me that. So Melinda, thank you. That happened to her. Apparently hers felt a little bit slick when she first, but that hasn't happened to everybody. So just something to bear in mind. If it is moving around on your desk, you might want to do that. Okay. And then these just pull down, and they do slot into place. Okay. They feel very firm. And then we're ready to go. So if you had a Big Shot, then you'll know, or any other die cutting machine, you'll know basically how these work. And we've got our base platform, which goes in from one side. Now, this one is this is kind of the old tab 2, the old, if you had a hinged one, the top plate. This one, if you're going to, it does tell you, you place the dies cutting edge down, so they're going to be under this. And you use it with thin dies, okay, which most of ours are. And it does say here, do not use with embossing folders, okay? It's not a cutting surface. So we put this down to actually make everything the right height to go through for the really thin dies. And then on top of that, that's when you're going to have your plates. So it goes 1, 2, and then this one is 3. So these are both 3s. And it's the same as before. So it just has the numbers on it, which is great for people who are new to cutting. So I'm about to cut for the first time, and I pulled out a couple of different bits of paper. I'm actually thinking I'm going to challenge this if I possibly can. I'm going to put through a couple of things that are basic and easy, and then I'm going to put through a couple of things that that I have more of an issue with. So things that I've had trouble with cutting before, like vellum, for example. Okay, this is a piece of balmy blue cardstock, and let's grab out, I've got some dies and bits and pieces here. I wanted to just use some fairly basic shapes. Actually, this is just a nice simple shape, okay? In fact, I might do two. I'll do this one, and I'm going to do this one. This one's got a stitched edge, so let's see. In my Big Shot, I had to put my pieces, this may not have been your experience, but things were so bad, I had to put them through vertically. If I put anything through sideways, like horizontally like this, through the edge, it wouldn't cut at all. I could get it to cut if I went through vertically, but that was just because my Big Shot was so old and just wasn't working like it should anymore. So I'm going to run this through, and here it goes for its very first time. You saw it here. All right, so it feels firm, and I can see going through the horizontal way with that big die. Did you notice there's no cracking as it goes through? You know that cracking noise that it normally makes? Let's see how this went for a couple of basic shapes. Turn them over. Yep, no problems at all. Everything has cut out really nicely, as I would expect it to, but I just wanted to give it that little bit of a challenge with the stitch edges and go horizontally, because my Big Shot did not do that. So, all right, that's those couple. And then let's get something more intricate. So, what shall we do? I've got here these Forever Flourishing dies, and this is a fairly intricate piece. I didn't always get this to go through. My Big Shot didn't like this one either. This is one of the ones I had to cut at someone else's house. I'm just going to cut this piece a little bit smaller so that it goes through. When I cut my pieces of cardstock in half usually to pop them through my Big Shot, or smaller obviously, but it'll cut anything up to 6 inches wide. Okay, so our half a piece of A4 cardstock is a little bit under the 6-inch mark. So let's see how we go with this. I'm going to put this leaf in and see if it has any issues at all with the more intricate shapes. And let's wheel it through. I'm listening for noises. Sorry about the shaking. Now, my usual experience is I would roll it through and then I would roll it back, and sometimes through and back and through and back and through and back. I've just gone through once. Let's see if that worked. If it didn't, I would think I just need to do it again. Oh my gosh, you guys. Are you kidding me? Look at this. Oh, that cuts really good. And it fell out. All the pieces have just fallen out. Look at that. Oh my gosh. I may not even need my die brush. I would have thought I would need my die brush. That was just one pass. It wasn't even back and forth. Wow. That's going to save me a lot of time when I'm doing a lot of cutting for classes. How cool is that? Oh my gosh. All right. Let's see. What else can I cut? I'm also going to emboss, and we'll see how that looks as well. Let's let's try a couple of cuttings of things that in the past have given me trouble. Glimmer paper with more intricate dies. So let's see how we go with this. Now, should we go forward and back, or just go through once and see what happens? What do you think? Let's try going through once and see what happens. And it's really smooth. It feels like, you know, it's just like butter. It's not even making a sound. I so want to pull it back through again because I'm used to doing that. Let's see if it cut. I have to push it out, of course, because it's in glimmer paper, but look, just one pass. How good is that? Isn't that cool? I'm very happy. This is making my day. Very, very nice. And I'm just realizing, I hadn't actually planned it, but I'm looking at the things I've just cut and thinking, these colours look rather nice together, don't they? Might have to do something with that. All right. How exciting. That's cool. I'm very, very excited about that. Sorry, I need to calm down. That's exciting. So if you're a demonstrator, you may already have your machine. They're starting to arrive in the last couple of days. I've seen a few other people showing them off. But I'm just really happy to be able to cut. Really, look, that's so cool. Intricate dies. All right, let's try embossing. I am going to try a couple of things. We've got this beautiful evergreen folder here. Now, I did do recently, because I could still emboss with my Big Shot. I'm going to just run this through this evergreen folder on this bit of foil paper that we have. The new, these red and green foils are in the holiday catalogue. Now, I just need to learn and make sure I'm doing this right. I'll just put this through. Actually, I don't know that I do. I think I take this off. Let's see if this is right. I'm going to guess what I think I should do. Put it without an embossing folder. And then we have this other plate that says for. This is not a cutting surface. This is for using with your embossing folders. And let's see if this is right. If it's not right, we'll work it out. Right. Oh, how does it feel? It feels very tight, so I don't think that's right. So let's try again. I never force anything through any of your machines. You can break them. I'm going to take plate 2 off. So now I've just got the platform number 1 and the embossing folder and the number 4 embossing plate, and that feels better. That's the one. All right. So I didn't have it quite straight on there. A little tip about putting embossing folders through. They recommend, I have heard it said that it puts less pressure on your plates if you put them through folded edge first in through the machine. So let's see how that went. Ooh, isn't that a nice impression? Look at that. Very nice. So to do our embossing folder with the 3D folder, I use just the base plate, platform number 1, the folder with the paper, and then platform number 4. Okay, and this all comes with the Big Shot. Sorry, I've got to stop saying Big Shot. Comes with the machine, like I was saying earlier when I opened it up. So at the top you get plates numbered 1 through to 4, and all that is ready to go. You don't need to buy an extra piece for embossing or anything like that. So that's really cool. Okay, now I thought I have a really intricate little embossing folder. It's another 3D folder. This one is the Dainty Diamonds, and I thought I would try doing this piece of brass foil with it. And it's a nice folder. It gives you a very subtle result, but I've often wondered if it was as subtle as it was because my Big Shot was defective. I'm going to put it through and see how that looks. I'll start with the same sandwich as last time and make sure that is the right one. So number 1, folder with the foil inside, and let's push that through. Yeah, that's the right one. You can feel straight away if it's right because it'll go through firmly but comfortably. You don't have to force anything. As soon as you feel like you're forcing it, you should stop. Don't do that. Oh, that's really nice. Look at that. Isn't that cool? That's really special. Oh, I'm making a card with this. You look out for that. I might do that, stick that up on my on my Facebook page and my my Instagram page this evening, because that's really pretty. Look how nice it is. It's shiny. All right. One of the problems I've had, I have not been able to successfully cut anything intricate out of vellum. Vellum has been a challenge for me. So I'm actually going to try, I'm going to go back to my second one, and I'm going to put my my platform back in, number 3. And here's my second number 3, that'll be going in as well. And I've got a piece of vellum here, and I want to see how I go with a more of an intricate die. Actually, I might use this one again, because I had trouble using this guy with vellum. So let's see if it will do it better. So number 3. Right. Roll that through. Ooh, a little bit of cracking this time, so it treats vellum's a different surface for it to work for. I want to bring it back through, but I'm not going to put it back through. I'm going to see if that was enough. I like to pick it up if I'm not sure something's cut properly. I like to pick it up with the piece still attached, turn it over. Ha 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 ha! It has worked. I probably, with vellum, would still put it back through a second time to make it come out even easier, but it has worked. Isn't that great? Guys, this machine is lovely. It's lovely to use. And it looks good. And it folds up really little, so you can pop it on your shelf or wherever it is you like to keep it, and it takes up less space. Look at that. Beautifully cut piece of vellum with an intricate die. That is really, really nice. I mean, I have cut things like that out of vellum, but it was a struggle, so not a struggle anymore. It's beautiful. Was there anything else anyone wanted to see me do with this? Does anyone have any questions? This comes available to customers next month. Okay, so in September, customers will be able to get it. It will be $209. Okay, so let me just quickly, where did I put that? Just a second. All right, so it will be $209. Double check that that's exactly right. Yes, it is $209. And you'll be able to purchase it through your Stampin' Up! Demonstrator, whoever it is that you may see. The mini machine is not yet available, so it's exactly the same look as this one, but it's just littler, okay, cuter, shall we say. And it only takes the smaller embossing folders. This is really portable, so, I mean, there is a bit of weight in this. It's similar to the Big Shot, okay, in weight, okay, and I am actually happy about that, because to me it's nice and sturdy, and I can't see that, you know, I won't have to worry about it falling around on my desk when I'm trying to use it, because it sits nice and firm on my desk. But I do have a suggestion for you. For anyone who can't wait until September to get this, if you wish, send me a message, because you could actually purchase the demonstrator kit for $169 and get this in your kit, which means instead of costing $209, it'll only cost $169, and actually you get $235 worth of products in your kit. So you'll still have money left over between the $209 and the $235 to spend on whatever else you like. So you get embossing folder, you could get a whole bunch of other stuff. So that is a really cool option for people who are thinking that they would like to get it now or would like to get it cheaper. So just send me a message if that sounds like you. I think that'll be a great way of a lot of people jumping in and taking advantage of the Stampin' Up! Opportunity and the discounts and things, because they'll be able to get this quite a bit cheaper using that option. So if that sounds like you, shoot me a message. Okay. I'm just excited about my new machine. Can't wait to run off and do a whole bunch of things with it. I do already, just with those few things that I've just done, I do already have some options that I'd like to play with this afternoon. So you will probably see some bits and pieces showing up of just what I've made in this session. Aren't they nice? Look at those. That's what I just made. Love this brass. Isn't that gorgeous? Does anyone have any questions? I'm trying to see if there's any comments. What I may do is go back through the comments at the end of this and answer any questions anybody has. Or if you're watching the replay, please just say hi, and you're very welcome to ask me any questions you might have. So very, very happy with my new machine. Isn't that exciting? Yay! Love it. Thanks, Stampin' Up. I'm really glad it was worth the wait, even though it took a really long time, but I'm very glad to have it now. So let me know what you think, guys. I will see you very soon. I'm back with more creating and all sorts of things as soon as I can be. Thanks. Bye-bye.